Don't play basketball. Just saw me play basketball. Play like that, bro. Don't play like that, bro. Let go. Back and forth, bro. I've been hurt somebody, bro. No. Yo, we sliding through the town, man. We sliding through the town. Got the birthday boy.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, we on the 5th. Yeah, the 5th ward. Like this, I got one for you now. I got a 6-1 coming home.
Everybody ready? Good. All right. Afternoon, everyone. Chief Fenner here with Mayor. Mayor, thank you for the support. We're here to announce an arrest, but before I do that, I always start with that human element. I spoke to Takeoff's mother early this morning, and my prayers, and I ask that all our prayers continue to go out to her and his entire family, his close friends, the city of Atlanta, and all of Takeoff's fans around the world. We lost a good man, and I didn't have the pleasure of meeting him. But everybody, the hundreds of people that I talked to, spoke on what a great individual he was. We have a special relationship with the city of Atlanta. I want to make sure that stays intact. I want to thank them, the family, and everybody else for patience, allowing us to work through the evidence and the facts, which is most important. I also want to thank our investigators. Here today, Sergeant Michael Barrow, Lieutenant Barnes, Investigator Ross Watson, and also from the DA's office, Ruben Perez and Matt Gilliam, who's worked very hard on this case. All of our individuals, our divisions, our homicide division, thank you. People don't know the hard work that they do behind the scenes, the number of hours that they're away from their family members. So also the gang division, our federal partners, FBI, state partner DPS, and ATF. Everybody took a role in this investigation. We stood here a little bit, I think a month ago, maybe a day or two, and made a promise that we would get the individuals or the individual that's responsible for the murder of Takeoff in custody. So yesterday evening, we arrested Patrick Xavier Brown, 33 years old. He was charged with the murder of Takeoff. Brown was arrested again yesterday evening in the 14700 block of Sterling Green Boulevard. It's located on the east side of Texas. I'm sorry, of Houston. Again, Cameron Joshua, 22 years old, was arrested on November the 22nd for felon in possession of a weapon. I'm going to turn it over to the mayor right now, and after that, we're going to bring up the investigators and then the district attorney's office, and then Commander Garcia will translate for us in Spanish. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And look, let me thank your entire team and all of your law enforcement partners that have been working on this case. Let me thank the prosecutors from the DA's office. I really appreciate their presence and their work, and I've certainly realized that the work even continues in this case. I do want to point out the fact that over the last month, I've had several conversations with the mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Andre Dickens, kind of keeping him advised of this investigation and what was taking place, and talked with him as late as yesterday evening to apprise him of what would be taking place today. Look, it was about a month ago when we stood here as a team to discuss the shooting death of Kirshnick Kyrie Ball. Public knew him as Takeoff. We all knew him as Takeoff, a talented entertainer and part of the Atlanta-based group, the Migos. I do also want to acknowledge Councilmember Edward Pollard, who is with us this afternoon. But more than an entertainer, he was a son, a brother, cousin, and a friend, and a mentor to those in the music industry. At that time, we also asked witnesses to help police identify Takeoff's killer and prevent more violence from happening in retaliation. I am glad that a suspect has been arrested and charged with Takeoff's death. It certainly, I think, will bring some comfort to the family, though it does not bring Takeoff back. This is a significant step towards seeking justice, and I hope it also brings additional comfort to all of those who love Takeoff. Over the past few weeks, Chief Fenn and I were asked often about the status of the investigation. The chief kept me informed about the information that had been received, the evidence that has been collected, including the video that was being reviewed. I want to express my regrets and disappointment that this was a case of another young man taking the life of another young man for no reason. The gun violence everywhere, not just in the city of Houston, has to stop. People are dying for little or no reason, and people are reaching for a deadly firearm to settle sometimes minor disagreements. But pulling a firearm can have deadly consequences that you cannot undo. And so I'm glad that arrest has taken place, that we do have someone in custody. It is unfortunate. It really is unfortunate because it does not bring Takeoff back. But to Chief Fenner, to you, to your command staff, to the investigators, to the DA's office, to all of the partners who helped, to those who provided tips, information, let me thank you, and then look forward to this investigation and prosecution continuing on this matter. Thank you, Chief.
Let me step up and make a quick correction on the name. I had a misprint on my notes. It's Patrick Xavier Clark, 33 years old, on the rest of the suspect. Okay? Come on, Sarge.
Good afternoon. Sergeant Michael Burrow with the Homicide Division. The chief was very gracious in recognizing a lot of the partners that we were involved with in this case. I did want to recognize a couple of other people that, or organizations that helped a lot with the investigation. The Houston Forensic Science Center, our lab rats, so to speak, the people that do our forensic analysis, they work behind the scenes a lot. They don't get a lot of recognition, and they helped us answer a lot of important questions in this case when others would not. That includes our firearms section, our latent print section, and our crime scene unit. Quick note, just I know there's going to be a lot of questions about the investigation. The investigation is still ongoing. We still have a lot of people that we're trying to locate and talk to, so we will be a little bit short on details here. We probably will not be able to answer all of your questions. But I can tell you, to confirm some of the speculation that's out there, the event was a private party. There was a lucrative dice game that went on at the event. There was an argument that happened afterwards outside the bowling alley, which led to the shooting. I can tell you that Takeoff was not involved in playing in the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed. He was an innocent bystander. Some important case factors. You know, the chief was mentioning some of the timing here. I mean, we've boiled it down to over 30 people that were standing outside. We have an exact number, but we're not going to put that out. When the shooting happened, literally every single one of those people left the scene without giving a statement to police. We found a few of them that night. We found others since then. But it's important that those people come forward. And we're still looking to talk to a lot of those people. And we will be looking to find you. It will be easier if you come find us. It'll be easier for you. It'll be easier for us as well. You know, essentially we had to rely on a large volume of video surveillance evidence that came in, and cell phone videos and audio, things that surfaced over time in some cases that weren't available immediately. We had to sift through all of that and use physical evidence and use shooting reconstruction and confirm a lot of our ballistic evidence, what weapons were involved, things of that nature. And through that, we were able to deduce that Patrick Clark is the lethal shooter in the case. And that's why he's being charged with murder.
Thank you, Sarge. Up the DA's office.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Ruben Perez, and I am a Bureau Chief of the Special Crimes Bureau. My bureau was in charge of this investigation at the DA's office. I want to thank the prosecutors in my bureau for working extremely hard, and I really want to thank the HPD organization for all the work and the collaborative effort they put into this case along with the DA's office. And I also want to thank our federal partners for their help. I want to thank everybody who was involved in this case. I want to echo what the mayor said. I want to echo what Chief Fender said, and I want to echo what the investigator said, that it took a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of patience, but we arrested this defendant. We look forward to prosecuting this case, and I want to send our sympathies to the family, and we look forward to prosecuting this case, and we'll see everybody in court. Thank you.
Muy buenas tardes. A nombre del jefe de la policía, Troy Finner, y del alcalde Turner, le queremos dar las gracias al público por su asistencia en esta investigación. Hace algunas horas el jefe de la policía.
All right, so we've been learning now from police as they reiterate everything in Spanish. I want to just remind our viewers what we do know so far here in this investigation of that deadly shooting of rapper Takeoff that happened just last month in Houston. So we just heard the Houston police chief say that they have arrested 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark, who's been charged with Takeoff's murder. Again, Takeoff, whose real name Kirsnick Karibal, was killed when gunfire had erupted outside of a private party that happened at a downtown Houston bowling alley on November 1st. 2 others also were hit by gunfire. They did survive. Now, an autopsy had showed Takeoff died from those gunshot wounds to the head and torso. His manner of death was ruled a homicide. Houston police previously have said that at least 2 people discharged firearms when Takeoff was killed. He was part of the Grammy Award-nominated rap trio Migos with his other friends, his uncle and his cousin. And again, there was multiple people who were speaking about this incident after it had happened. Police saying that there was some events going on, but in this case, the rapper Takeoff was just an innocent bystander who was hit in some of that fire that had happened, that crossfire. So live now from Fox, continuing to listen in. Let's go ahead and listen in as the police chief may answer questions.
See his picture attached to this one. How is he connected to this case? What's his status?
He was there on the scene, and he was in possession of a weapon. He's a felon. Okay?
So
Did Mr. Clark lose the dice game, or was that like a motive of this?
We're still investigating that, and we're not able to discuss it right now. Just the dice games.
Could
Thank
you
you.
go into more specifics about how you actually connected Mr. Clark with either the gun or bullet or whatever?
Yeah, not today. As the time comes, we will. All right.
was it Joshua's gun that was used in this crime?
We're not going to discuss that right now. It's still active in investigation. We told you, and just not a whole lot of details. The main thing right now, he's in custody. He's arrested and he's charged for this murder. Still some work to be done on it, but we're not going to go in any farther than we've already went on the investigation.
Chief, you guys have often talked about the fact that in this case too, there were so many people on scene. They don't come forward, they like leave, and you guys had to sort of work backwards. Were there any witnesses who were helpful, or did you basically have to construct all of this from the
I can tell you
sources of video, bits and pieces? Or
I can tell you it's upstanding investigative work on this. Not a lot of help for people coming up and stepping up, but I don't want to judge them, but they do need to come in because we know who was on the scene, and we will be contacting and reaching out and finding those individuals. This is a murder, and if you left because you were afraid or whatnot, I don't know the motivation. But you do have to come forward and give us some information, and that could come through grand jury subpoena as well. So,
was Takeoff the intended target, or was he at the wrong place?
we already, it's definitely wrong place at the wrong time. No evidence whatsoever to say anything different. Go ahead. I'll get you.
Peace belief. Can you tell us about African
I'm sorry.
Did he come peacefully? Could you tell us about apprehension?
Oh, yes, the actual arrest of him, yeah, peacefully. And I'm not bragging, but I send this message to our criminals. We don't come and get you, and we come and get you professionally, but we come in force with everything that we have, and he gave up, and I want to say thanks for that. Okay, nobody's hurt, nobody's injured. Go ahead.
Kind of as Takeoff as a bystander, can you say at all where he was situated in terms of where the gunman was? Was it
No,
turned,
we won't go into it, but he was actually on the scene, and we all know it. There is some video out there, but we're going to stay away from specifics right now. Go ahead.
Was Clark invited to the party? Did he know Takeoff?
We don't know. Yeah.
Was Mr. Clark, Chief, has Patrick Clark admitted to the shooting?
Not going to discuss that right now. Go ahead.
Was Mr. Clark involved in a shooting in 2018 at a club where someone was killed?
That's part of the investigation. I mean, we'll get it out to you.
Do these two reside in Houston?
Who? Which two? Yeah. Well, one, but one of them has a residence outside of Houston. Go ahead.
Do you expect more suspects out there? People you are...
We don't know. We're not gonna outrule anything. We're gonna go where the facts and the evidence lead. And you remember what I said: suspect are suspects, and we're gonna leave no stone unturned. And everybody, family deserve that. And I want to say this, and we're going to probably do it just a few more questions, and we're going to leave. We got work to do. Any individual that's killed in our city, it's tough, and it's tough on the family and tough on their friends. Everybody deserves an investigation, but the investigator said it. We need people to step up too. Do your part as a citizen, and if you see something, you need to say something. Don't let the fear paralyze you. Step up and say something, and we're all better and safer because of that. One more.
Chief, was he about to flee or leave town? Is that why you guys moved in last night? Or what can you tell us about?
I don't want to go into any details on that, but we suspect you. We'll have our eyes on you.
Mr. Mayor, can I ask you, of course, this is national, if not a worldwide story. What message do you want to send to the broader community about this case and this situation?
Well, the one message is, number one, you can't come and commit murder in this city and expect to not get caught. Quite frankly, guns will kill. And if you use a weapon in the heat of the moment or whatever the facts may be, if you fire it, you can have deadly consequences. And then someone can either be seriously wounded or someone, in this case, like Takeoff, can lose his life. And you heard the investigator say he was an innocent bystander. But regardless of whether you are an individual that's a celebrity or you're not a celebrity at all, we are going to investigate every case with the greatest degree of intensity, utilizing all available resources to find who the person was or who the persons were. The other point that I will make is that if you have 30 people that are in that setting, and one of those persons, for example, in this case like was Takeoff, was killed, everybody else has a responsibility to contribute to finding out who did it. So I don't give anybody an out. If you were there and you saw something and you know something, you don't get a pass. Everybody has to take a responsibility. And then lastly, I will simply say there are just too many young men. And I'm going to be even a little bit even more specific. There are too many young men of color who are killing other young men of color. And that has to stop. That has to stop. So this is unfortunate. You have a young man, I think 33 years old is the suspect here. And Takeoff was under the age of 30. Okay? So all families are impacted in this situation.
Reportedly, Quavo and Takeoff just were down in Houston just themselves working on the project because of what, like, I guess the drama that had happened. So it was reported that they were talking about maybe like like, I don't know what you would call it, breaking up, just, or like disassembling the group because of the situation. But
I think it was basically they wanted to change that he had 7 chains around his neck, and you know his dreads long, and then the way that they twisted, it'd be blocking it. So if somebody try to reach over and snatch the chain, they wouldn't. It's like they'll end up grabbing one of the dreads, and then his head would be going over like this, and after his head going over like that, y'all instantly see them instantly try to connect with the chain, and then by that time they connect, somebody had been walked up.
Yeah.
Instantly.
I mean,
like,
that's the thing.
At the end of the day, I know for a fact that it's a lot of people sit back and be like, you know what? Takeoff didn't deserve it. Like, Takeoff, he sat there and looked at this from a whole different perspective. But people know that whenever you outside with your jewelry on, I don't care if you got 10 security with you, boy, you gotta instantly.
Yeah.
You gotta either tuck it or have it to where the big chain over the little chain, so they won't try to snatch the little chain, because the big chain grab your neck, and you feel me?
Yeah. I know, it's like you gotta be so careful.
But why is they saying Boosie like tried to act like once Boosie hid behind a wall and Boosie was looking, Boosie nephew, the 19-year-old, you know, the 19-year-old, the one with the dreads like this. Do y'all know the 19-year-old? Hit the like button if y'all know the 19-year-old. I think he has something to do with Duke the Jeweler. I don't know. I think he did, because they said he the one that owned the GMC, but I don't know. So I'm looking at the fact that it's no way that Boosie nephew at that situation right after this just happened with Duke the Jeweler. So therefore, Boosie nephew was there. They said Boosie nephew had the blick on him.
I mean, when you drive down there, you can carry whatever you want. And plus, you are where you are. You're in Houston, so it's different there.
That's why they said that.
It's different.
That's exactly why they said that. And I sit back and I look at it from a different perspective than everybody else. I look at it like, you know what? RIP Takeoff, first of all. Second of all, why did they bring the wrong, like, why did they even bring them people with them? Like, the same people who was in the car with Takeoff, then was the same people who was on the side of him, that old girl with the brown hoodie.
I mean, obviously, we know with everything that happens, it's like people are always watching everybody.
People be watching, man. People be instantly. Boy, I'm telling you, people need to calm down, boy. Man, they business, man. Stay in their lane, man. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that it's RIP Takeoff or none. RIP Duke the Jeweler, boy.
I mean, there's a lot of different things that have been.
Yeah,
been
hey, if y'all think that it was a setup that came from the people who they came out there and was protected by, I want y'all to throw it in the chat right now. Boy, throw them 9s in the chat if y'all think it was a setup. Throw them 6s, man. Throw them 6s in the chat if y'all think that Takeoff real live could have easily avoided it because the people that he was with could have changed it.
I mean, someone was asking why wouldn't he try to duck down? If it's behind you, you can't see necessarily what's coming right behind you, unless it's someone behind you that's looking out for you.
At the end of the day, boy, they said it was only 3 people that was protecting him.
Yeah.
And y'all know for a fact, if it's 3 people protecting you, why is it that somebody come up behind you? The people behind you is the people that's with you. And that's what they said on phone now.
I mean, there's a level that you can only protect yourself, you know.
But you shouldn't have to be aware. Like, you got to understand, man, they was talking about a basketball game. How a dice game and a basketball game got something to do with each other? I want you to tell me that.
At 2:30 in the morning.
At 2:30 in the morning, you talking about how he hooping.
Oh, man.
At the end of the day, on phone them, if y'all think that basketball, y'all talking about basketball game. Don't nobody care about no basketball. Y'all that drunk. Y'all that have perks, bro. Where y'all want to talk about, oh yeah, man, I told you I'm gonna be hooping later on. What? How did it start, man? Why did you turn the camera on at the end? Why did y'all turn the camera? Why did y'all turn the camera on at the end, G? Tell me that. I want to know. Give me some answers. Somebody sent shots at me. I need answers. Hey, at the end of the day, man, I want to know, why did they start recording when they walked out the dice game? Why did they was already standing right there?
I mean, November's just like, it's crazy that.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's gonna be Thanksgiving in November and they tweaking.
There's.
And they tweaking.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, boy, RP Offset.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, they said, Takeoff.
There was.
Boy, they got the same name, boy. So excuse me if I'm tweaking.
There was. They said there was about 40 people outside that was out there when all this went down.
Boy, it wasn't no 40 people outside, boy. It wasn't no that many people outside, boy. From what I saw, boy, when I went up there, boy, and I looked at that camera, boy, I actually said, boy, it was only like 20 people out there, a good 20 people, and they instantly, like, a girl was recording, dude was recording, and there was 2 more other people with the toolies.
Yeah.
They grabbed. That's why I say, y'all gotta watch who y'all go around, man. Y'all gotta watch who y'all keep around y'all, because it be ulterior motives, man. These people think it's sweet, man. At the end of the day, boy. At the end of the day, boy, I'm trying to figure out, like, y'all tell me if y'all think it was a setup, boy, because what they saying is the security had 2 other dudes come from off the side, from over there with a banister with the glass thing on the side. Y'all gotta understand, right where they got the posters at, on the corner. Y'all really gotta look at that, man, because this is entertainment purposes only. At the end of the day, we already know for a fact that there's a lot of people who can sit back and really pay attention to what's really going on, man. RIP Takeoff, man.
Someone had mentioned that Quavo had, after I guess he lost a bunch of the money in the game.
He lost the money because he kept on side betting. I told y'all in that video that I posted that got 400K views, and y'all only see 300K views on y'all end. Boy, I posted a video 1 day ago and it got 300K views. I told y'all what happened. And then everybody who was live and all that, salute to y'all, man. At the end of the day, I'm trying to, hey, at the end of the day, I be knowing what's going on, man, because I'm connected. Can't y'all see me? I'm connected, boy. I'm one of them. Boy, on phone them is merch.
Once they were saying, someone was saying that once Quavo lost the money, he might have been challenging.
He told dude he wanted dude to play basketball with him, and dude started saying, "Hi, why would he play basketball with him to win his money back?" When he saw on that YouTube video on dude channel that he was hooping. And so he was beating dude. Yeah. He was beating dude with the jump shot. So this goes to show. This really goes to show, like, Quavo, dude, instantly, like, why would I play you when you be winning? This is where the argument started. And Quavo like, man, I ain't even finna play with you. They got mad. Something senseless. That's why I say senseless, man. Something senseless, man. That's why I say y'all gotta really pay attention, understand what's really going on, because this is a revolving door. Hey, man, come up on the live, man, if you got so much to say. If you got so much to say, come up on the live and study talking stuff in that comment section. Boy, I ain't scared of nobody, boy. At the end of the day, boy, I'm coming on here with my face. With my face, boy. At the end of the day, boy, I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on. If you got so much to say, come up in the, boy, click that link, boy. Drop the link. Drop the link, okay. Drop the link again, boy. He said he gonna come on. Anybody who got a problem, come on, boy. Because I told y'all I know what's going on, boy. I just talked to everybody that was there, boy. Hit this link right here, boy. At the end of the day, boy. Just drop the link, boy. At the end of the day, boy, if you got so much to say, boy, you know I don't care, boy. And you know, And you know, ain't no boy, nobody gonna talk slick about me, boy. You already know what I am, boy. You already know how I'm rocking, boy. You know where I'm from, boy. At the end of the day, boy, you already know, boy. Check my resume, boy. At the end of the day, man, RP Takeoff, boy. I'm rocking with Takeoff at the end of the day, boy. Could do instantly. At the end of the day, he instantly up, and then Buddy and them came from off the side. I kept telling y'all, boy, hit the link if you think, boy, if you think otherwise, hit the link, boy. And I'm gonna sit here, boy. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see. Hit the link, boy, if you think he did that. You ain't even got to show your face. And if you new to the channel, man, I want you to rewind the video to the beginning. Replay the video to the beginning so you can see what really happened. At the end of the day, my wood messed up. Boy. And his light don't work. Boy, I already know they said the same thing when Duke the Jeweler got sent up. They said the same thing, boy. I sat there and witnessed it, boy. I said RP Duke the Jeweler for like 30 days straight. We all know this for a fact, man. And it's a lot of stuff that people sit back and don't pay no attention to, man. But people can really understand that this is a revolving door, man. A lot of people look at it from a whole different perspective, man. When we all really can take notes on this, man, because there's a lot of people who sit back and looked at it like, hold on, Duke the Jeweler wasn't supposed to get sent up like that, man. Why did they send Duke the Jeweler up like that? The only reason they sent Duke the Jeweler up like that, man, was because one thing. He had the jury case that Plies paid for. I kept telling y'all, Plies was the main one who told Boosie, like, man, I'll give you this much if you take instantly. Take that. Like, I want y'all to really pay attention. If y'all new to the channel, man, hit the like button. At the end of the day, you gotta realize, be on like S. You gotta be on point. You gotta know what the next move finna be. You gotta know what to say next. Like at the end of the day, like when you in them situations, that's why Jay Prince answered, like, don't tell me about what happened to Takeoff. Y'all think Jay Prince Jr. was wrong for saying that? Don't tell me about what happened to Takeoff. Do y'all think he was wrong about that?
I mean, they had a whole video of them out earlier in the day, I guess, for Jay Prince's birthday, the senior. And, you know, that was the last thing that they expected to happen. I guess the event ended at like 1 o'clock, so they're outside for a bit before this even occurred. They were at the billiards and bowling in Houston, and there was several other businesses around. The one that called in initially was the neighboring business. There was about 40 people outside. They said there was about 40 people outside that were gathered. And apparently, you know, there was a couple people that had pieces. It wasn't just like one. From the sounds of it, there was multiple. And there was definitely, first initially they said there was like sounds of five, but after that it definitely, like, you heard the video back and there was definitely more than 5. It sounded more like 10 to 15.
But why would Charleston White even say that it was a setup if it wasn't?
I mean, I don't know. He knows what's going on in Houston often. So
is that because he live out there, y'all? Huh? Yo, you hear me?
Yo,
Hey, yeah. Hey, man. Hey, you think it was a setup, boy?
you gotta say my name. I don't know if you talking to me or not.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey. Oh, no cursing, boy. No using no words that you already know you can't use on the channels, man. You hear me, folks?
Yeah.
No bad words. G. Just
Oh no,
keep it.
I got you. I got you. I'm from Baltimore. You know, I ain't gonna speak Ebonics or nothing like that.
I appreciate that, folks. Hey, let me know your piece, folks.
As far as what I think, what's my take on it?
Yeah.
No, I mean it's sad, man. I've been fucking with the Migos, you know, for a minute. I was listening to them when I was locked up or whatever, back in like 2015. And
Mm-hmm.
I've been bumping culture one all the way up. I wish they would have stayed together. Maybe this wouldn't have happened. But I mean, it's just a sad day here where I'm at anyway, in Baltimore.
See, it's crazy because it hit every state because you already know we grew up on Amigos.
Yeah,
2000 from 2012 on up.
yeah.
Like at the end of the day, we already know for a fact that what they did, man, they tweaked because they should have never even led them there to not have security that was tight. You feel me, bro? Like
Yeah.
they should have had security that was tight, man. Like real talk.
I mean, it was a trust. It was a trust. I feel as though they trusted, you know, the people that bought them there. Cause if you listen to a lot of the Culture album, Quavo, he stayed screaming mob ties, mob ties, mob ties, mob ties. So he was more. It seemed to me he was affiliated with mob ties or signed to him or something. I was telling my peoples that earlier today.
They
I
said
thought I
he
thought it was
signed
signed to
a
him.
360 deal with them. They said he signed a 360 deal for 4.3 M's. That's why he always screaming mob tag because he got to because he signed a deal on the side. That's why Offset instantly came in and was like, "Man, you want to be on that? You want to go and branch off and try to get a deal on the side when you ain't including us, but you still want us to make music with you." You feel me?
Oh,
See, it's stuff people don't know, man. If y'all know what's really going on, man, y'all know that y'all connected, man. Y'all already know what's happening in the streets, man. Y'all already know for them instantly. They know what they did. They could have protected that man, boy. Ain't no way that somebody behind you did that. Anybody, you should never let your enemy be behind you. I always tell them that, man.
no,
Never.
no, no. What's crazy though? All right, everything that occurred, I seen Shakur Stevenson there, right?
Yeah.
The little boxing dude or whatever. Like he one of the best fighters in the world. You know, he got ties to mob ties or whatever. So with that being said, imagine not to wish death on nobody. Imagine Shorty would have got hit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Imagine the potential that the world would have missed out on. He one of the best fighters in the world.
At the end of the day, we already know for a fact that this is sad, man. And I know a lot of people sit back and look at this from a whole different perspective, but it's crazy because ain't nobody else important of no important got sent up but folks. Like real talk.
You know what though? I ain't even gonna hold you though, but I think if the record labels would stop putting insurance money on the artists,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I said that. I said the same thing, boy.
yeah. Me personally, that's just my take. I ain't on no conspiracy theorist type.
Yeah. And the DA, what the DA say? What the DA say?
They said that they had shown up. There was multiple, pieces everywhere that they had, cards to put everything together. And then there were 3 people that had
Who was the 3 people? I know one of them name was Marlon. Y'all gotta understand the dude, the Marlon, that was the dude who instantly ran up on him, man. At the end of the day, boy, the dude with the hoodie, the big dude with the hoodie, that's Marlon, man.
Yeah.
People don't understand this, man.
Was he part of the security?
He was the dude that was in the back of Quavo, in the back of the drop top. People don't know this, man. People sit back and look at it and don't take heed and really pay attention to what's going on, man. Y'all gotta open y'all eyes, man, and really take things like, don't take it too lightly, man. Take things like with full force, man, because at the end of the day, we already know that it's a revolving door, and that like you can't change or make a person do something, but you can also sit there and either avoid it or allow it. At the end of the day, boy, I keep telling them, boy, they know what happened, boy. RIP to that man, Takeoff, man, because at the end of the day, we know for a fact the people that was with him, it's the same people. J. Prince Jr., the dude who was with J. Prince Jr. was the dude that instantly told J. Prince Jr., he tried to get a move to J. Prince Jr. J. Prince Jr. like, man, don't tell me about nothing that happened with Takeoff, man. Don't walk up on me like that, man. But he tried to play it off, man, and act like dude a move. See, that's why when I read that earlier, I say, man, this deeper than you think, man.
Nah, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, boy, I'm not finna.
It's getting scary. It's getting scary. It's getting scary for the simple fact he around too many casualties, man. Like I don't know if it's your aura or what, but like you just attracting too much bad karma. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, it's like people dying. They getting killed.
Yeah, hey, they said that Duke the Jeweler was in the mix. Like he got caught up in the mix for the jury box. And people look back and be like, you know what? His jury box is only worth 2.3 mil. But you got to understand, 2.3 mil, that's a lot of money to people who ain't got it.
Especially in the streets.
Yeah, boy, at the end of the day.
You ain't dealing with regular people. Like these man,
hey,
these street these horrible people.
They realize like they get money, boy. At the end of the day, they get money, but they like the way that they coming at it, man. They tweaking because they leaving behind footprints. You cannot leave behind fingerprints or footprints. I told Boosie cousin when he tried to get on the live and then tried to instantly get on my Instagram. I say, boy, I ain't trying to have no parts of none that y'all got going on, boy. I only want you getting on my live because you gonna act like what I'm saying is a problem when it ain't, because I see through the bull. Like at the end of the day, I see through the BS, boy. Like people don't understand that, man. And people sit back and look at it from perspective.
If I was you, cuz I wouldn't even be in no type of communication with none of them dudes, man. Like let them have that.
See manager.
I mean, even manager, promoter, whatever. I wouldn't have nothing to do with them. It's just bad energy. It's just negative energy. You know what I'm saying? All around the board. All money ain't good money. You feel me? At the end of the day,
boy, I'm still say what I gotta say, boy, because y'all shouldn't have been done. Why you keep throwing dice games and people keep getting sent up at your dice games?
Not only that, that's an ulterior motive. Like you luring people in. You baiting them in with the dice.
Yeah, and people said that Quavo lost. What was that? $94,063. That's crazy.
That's okay. 90 racks, $90,000 to Quavo. He a multimillionaire. That's pocket change. That ain't worth losing your nephew life.
No.
Exactly. No. And you know for a fact
you can have that money.
Quavo said one thing. One thing that I liked that Quavo said was, why would they even sit there and try to play ball after you just lost your money?
You're drunk and everything.
Yeah,
trying
you
to
drunk,
fix
man.
it.
Y'all tweaking. You trying to fix the money that was lost when you end up getting your nephew, your uncle sent up.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, we know for a fact that you ain't have to sit there and be out there in the open and be like, you know what? Hey, yada yada yada, woo out the band.
Right.
No, you ain't have to do that, man. You ain't even have to talk to them. You could have just walked off and y'all could have went y'all separate ways, man. It could have easily been avoided.
No, man. All I can say, man.
Boy, he said that he lost 7,000, but from what I know, that's why it took so long to even go live. They say he lost 93,000.
Nah, bro. All I can say is, man, be easy. I mean, do what you do, but move smooth like how you been moving. And I wouldn't be doing no lives, not on no situation like this, because it ain't worth it.
Oh,
you know?
I gotta do a live on everything that come my way that I feel that I gotta talk about. Cause at the end of the day, boy, people know who I am. Google me, Google me, Google me, Google me. You hear me? It was a song called Google Me, boy. At the end of the day, boy, I already know for a fact, boy. I put out facts, boy, on this channel, boy. On phone now. They can say whatever they want to say, boy. We gotta cover, boy. I gotta say what I feel, boy, and what I think. You see, I just got 300K views, boy. Hey, at the end of the day, boy, they gotta open their eyes and realize what's really going on, boy. I ain't finna play no games, man. At the end of the day, we sat back and looked at what the DA said, and the DA real live opened their mouth and they exposed the fact that the chain was snatched. I said, I gotta definitely jump on this. Once the chain got
snatched, if his chain was snatched, you know they got them special links. He had that infinity link, that link, that Cuban link, where as though it got a special like a special attachment for it. You gotta go inside and click it in order to get it off. So therefore, you gotta be up on somebody to take it off of.
That's
you
why
ain't snatching that chain.
That's why you saw dude arms at the bottom and you saw dude arms at the top, and then you saw Quavo right there with the red shirt, and then Quavo instantly linked over, and the other dude, he reaching over behind the dude, like behind Takeoff, lifting them up behind the dreads because they can't see it behind the camera because the dreads instantly his hand behind it like this. That's why I'm like, man, they bogus, man.
Hold on. So who chain was it?
It was Takeoff chain, boy. They said that. Okay. Boy, they said it was Takeoff chain, boy, when he was laying down on the thing, boy. That's why when they released them pictures in that video, I say they released one video, then released the other one. Then the other one, I'm looking like, why this one different from this one? Why this from a different angle? But that's when I started thinking about it, like, because old girl was the one who was holding the camera down because she was right behind dude who had to move. I told you, the big dude with the hoodie.
I seen a dude with a yellow shirt, man, like a little, like truck ball looking dude, man, sitting posted up on the.
I think his name.
Yeah,
you talking about camera?
Nah, I'm saying like it was a dude posted up. He was ice grilling Takeoff.
That was the other dude. I told you two dudes
took off. Like he ran. He was all the way down the like the footage is so like shaky that you can't really make out what's what or who's who. But what I'm saying, like you see him clear. Like the dude, he got like a yellow, like I don't know, like a polo on or something.
He got the red, yellow. I saw the buttons right here. It was like 4 of them. You feel me?
Yeah, like it looked like a cardigan or something. Like
yeah.
What I'm saying is, make a long story short, like he looking at him. Next thing you know, you hear, you hear fireworks.
You hear the rings.
Yeah, you hear fireworks, and then the cameraman hit the ground. It sounded like the cameraman got hit because he was like moaning or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then
cameraman had tripped over a girl purse because her purse, you know how they got the purse with the straps that be hanging down like that. It'd be like 2 straps.
No, I'm saying everybody
got caught. Dude leg got caught in the straps. He actually, you feel me? He was trying to jump over like that. Boy, I saw it. Saw my own eyes. I saw it.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Like that's a blessing to even make it through that or whatever. But I mean, to be honest with you, man, I don't know, bro. Like it ain't nothing you can, it ain't nothing you can get from that. You know what I'm saying? Just you might want to vent or clear your conscience or whatever the case may be. But man, it's unfortunate, man. Like that man was a legend, man. You know what I'm saying? The Migos was like the Black Beatles. You feel me?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Pop off because he had the deep voice. Quavo had the auto tune.
He was the hook king.
Takeoff
Quavo murdered the hook.
And Offset had the
he had the flow.
You feel me? At the end of the day, boy, it took 3 and they made that flow, boy. They was going in for years, boy.
Yeah. They had perfect chemistry. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to the cadence. Like every track is always something different. It may sound similar, but once you hear them, even on the auto tunes, like they use live instruments, live guitar, bass drums. Like, man, them boys are talented. It is about the talent to me. You know what I'm saying? But man, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be the same, man. It's like rappers gotta be more cautious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at the end of the day, boy, Boosie tweaked.
Yeah, I think rappers need to be more cautious. I think for real, us as a community, I think we need to come together and ban the labels, man. Had them stop putting life insurance on the artists, man.
No. I feel that the artists need to sit back and take care of their business, man, in real life. Start having security, like paid security, G. You gotta have paid security. You can't have nobody who just cool with the hood. The hood.
That ain't gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work.
The hood, yeah. You feel me?
I'm gonna say this. That's not gonna work for the simple fact you got somebody profiting off of your death.
Yeah, because they said the same thing. I already know, man. And it's these people study looking at us, man, like this is a revolving door, man, at the end of the day, man. Boy, I sat back and looked at them like, man, why would y'all even sit there and have Boosie to run through the side like that? You got to understand, the other dude who ran off the side with the security, J. Prince Jr., boy, what they call him, J. Prince Jr., his security dude ran off the side. Dude had to move on him. Dude instantly, boy, once he did like this, once he started doing like this, boy, you already knew what was going on, boy. At the end of the day, boy, I already know, like, what's going on. Like at the end of the day, like, you gotta really be cautious, man, and really pay attention to what's going on, man, and really look at it from a whole different perspective, because people sit back and be tweaking, man. Y'all really gotta be y'all really gotta take care of y'all business, man. Like, real talk, man, because in this wood. What did the DA say?
They said that there was reported about 40 people outside when this happened. The event stopped about 1 o'clock, and this happened around like between 2:30, 2:40. The business that it's at, like, it was at a bowling alley, but it's one of those types of places where it has multiple businesses next to it. So the initial call came in from the
after hour spot.
Right, the after hour spot next door. And then it was after that people started calling in from there with what was going on. One of the people that called that was near Takeoff a nurse was like, one of the people that was there was a nurse, and so she was telling them, you know, to not move him because
Yeah, she was an LPN.
Right. She said, don't move him because obviously you need to make sure that, like, you know, you don't move him in that situation.